guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. B out there with Rivers. Then it's Young, and it's Doyle, and it's the one. And for Chicago, we've got Armstrong, and it's Sparks in its center. And a similar style used by both sides of this matchup, Richard. Teams that prefer to operate in half-court sets rather than in transition.
Yeah, and look, that puts a premium on defense. Both teams can run a ton of different sets, and that means you've got to be prepared and disciplined on the defensive end.
Good points. Young looking around. No good on the triple. Here's Chicago. Meyer, he's guarded by Rivers. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. To the paint. Here's Brentley. Misses off the left iron. Passes it to Armstrong. Fires for three. No shot that time, not on target. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's Doyle. Throws it up high. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Chicago ball.
Chicago with the ball. Inside, here's Armstrong. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the evening. And that one falls for Young. We've played just over a minute here in the first. And there's the pass to Meyer. And here's Armstrong. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Pass to King. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Knocks down the three ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Rivers in the corner. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
New Orleans ball.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Now here's Rivers. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Connects from three-point range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Law. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Young left side. Nifty move. Chicago grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Passes it to Law. The pass to Meyer. This one for 3. That one doesn't drop. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
They were bricking, they were missing, they were airballing, they were doing everything. Brutal night shooting for them when they couldn't even hit the broadside of a barn. They couldn't hit the ocean if they fell out of a boat.
Here's Law following the score by New Orleans. Now Armstrong. Fires from deep. Here's Sparks, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Chicago shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
On its way from Young for two. Missed the shot. He's made three and missed three from the field. Chicago trailing here. Pulls up. And again, no good by Chicago. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Rivers. Another shot. Mr. Incredible pulls it in.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Court rejecting for New Orleans.
Substitution on the court.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Takes a three. Hands it from downtown.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Chicago with the ball. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Here's Rogers. That's tipped. New Orleans leading by 5. Young passes to Brantley. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year. But overall, two teams that were very similar in the standings.
Got a piece of it.
Clearly
Chicago
foul.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
And coming down the stretch here, Greg, a lot left to decide, especially for teams on the playoff bubble.
And Kevin, the play-in tournaments add another level of complexity. I'll say this, the league now has more teams fighting all the way to the end.
Mr. Incredible, he's checked in for Chicago. And so he makes both from the line.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Sullivan, the pass to Sparks. Pass to Sullivan. 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Here's Rogers. And again, Chicago. No good. Mills with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here is Mr. Incredible. 9-point game. Sullivan covered by Mills. Shot to stop the run. And again, Chicago. No good.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
To the middle. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And that one drops for him.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Now here's Mills. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And the foul on the closer. That's his first foul. Rivers is checked in for New Orleans.
Team foul.
Young comes in for the closer.
Now into the lineup for New Orleans.
Pass to Rogers.
Young.
The rebound by Brantley. Brantley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 1:14 left in the first. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Passes it to Cannon. Here is Rogers. Over to the wing. No one near him. Misses off the right iron.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. And then Rivers with the dunk.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Chicago trails by 16. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the inside, House. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Chicago shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And so House nails both of them. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Young, and it's slammed in by Young.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Meyer defended by Young. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
There's the pass to Rivers. The layup off target. And so it's New Orleans in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New Orleans. They've got Mr. Incredible, and it's Meyer in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Law. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Sparks. The basket good off the assist from Law.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And while you can't get it all back in one possession, just stay after it, keep attacking, and see what happens.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Passes to Meyer. Here's Law, defended by Young. Fires the 3. Law, good. Law's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Here's Young, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge. And the challenge was, how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game scorer? Was it as a 20-point-a-game scorer? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game scorer? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game, and I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
Always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career is going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
From the arc. The shot comes out, and it's Chicago the other way. Down low, here's Meyer. The basket good off the assist from Law. 5 points in the game.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Doyle. He's covered by Armstrong. Another miss by Young.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Law. Offline with his 3.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Lawrence. He's covered by Armstrong. Young's shot is good.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Chicago calls timeout. Richard, 2004 was the last time that the NBA expanded. Now, some say Seattle and maybe Las Vegas could before long have teams of their own. What do you think?
Oh, please give me Seattle back. Please give me Vegas back. Do you know what I would give to have those 2 cities back in our league and to have to travel to them? Look, but you must have deep pockets. Let's be honest with yourself. The franchises now are selling for over $3 billion. You got to think that the expansion fee will at least be that much per team.
Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Law dishes to House. They get a hand on it. Inside, here's Lawrence. No good with the layup. Chicago trails by 20. Now the pass to Law. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Personal foul, first team.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That's good from Law. New Orleans making a switch here. Mills has checked in, and so he's able to get 1 of 2. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. The kick out to Young. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
Assist from
Young's got 21.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Pass to Law. Pass to Sullivan. From deep. And they recover it. Shot clock at 3. From deep 3-point range. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in
The
time.
ball goes to New Orleans.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And boy, did he get up
Substitution on
to
the court.
reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
New Orleans making a switch here. Now, here is Young. Last game he had 10 points. Fades away. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Sullivan, the pass to Rogers. The shot's good. Rogers has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. Rivers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
4th personal foul.
And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line
At the
improve,
line for 2.
but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Mr. Incredible, he's checked in for Chicago. A challenging stretch here for Chicago. There's the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Brantley's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now here's Rivers. Defense is right there. The offensive rebound. Pass to Doyle. Young outside. The 3. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. There's the triple. Here's Brantley. Knocked loose. To the wing right side. Launches a 3. The rebound by Brantley. Brantley's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And there's the pass to Cannon. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's good, 2 points. Rodgers has got his second bucket of the night.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Wallace is checked in for Young. A nice shot by Rivers.
And after struggling out the gate, he's looked more confident. And it's why his teammates have continued to feed him.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's a minute left here in the second. Pass to Sullivan. Shoots the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And he lobs it up toward the rim and finished off by Rivers.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Passes it to Rodgers. Meyer, Wallace covering. Here is Rodgers. 6 to shoot. Snatched up. Tries again. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Rivers has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And then Rivers with the dunk.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And so it's New Orleans ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Taking a look at New Orleans. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Their control of the boards is a big reason for this lead. Seems like it might have been their game plan coming in. Send multiple guys to the rim when the shot goes up.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
I know teams love to rely on the 3 these days, but you got to know when to get it. They didn't, at least throughout the first half. Hopefully they're making the adjustments, but sometimes teams just get stubborn.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And Chicago shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. So for New Orleans right now, Rivers out there with Young. Then there's B, and it's Doyle in at the point guard. Here's Sparks. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Mr. Incredible's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Chicago. Young against Rodgers. Rivers gets a wide open look. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And here's Armstrong. Shoots a 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For New Orleans, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Chicago making a switch here. Wall's checked in. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Young, good. Young's got 25 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on beat. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans making a switch here. Mills is checked in.
The lineup for New Orleans, Mills.
Lets it go from deep. And it's Armstrong missing. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Meyer passes to Sparks. Young with the steal. To the paint. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
The pass to Meyer. Tipped away. Young with the steal. Up the floor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. Second team
I'll tell
foul.
you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For New Orleans, they have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Chicago making a switch here. House is checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Thorpe, he checked in for Rivers. Pass to Meyer. Here is Mr. Incredible. Passes it to Meyer. Shot clock at 5. Here's Sparks. Nice work on the board. Staying off with the basket. Mr. Incredible's got 12 in the game.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Kicks to Mills. New Orleans moving it around. Young outside. Takes the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And here's New Orleans now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Pass to House. Over Thorpe. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
Young inside. He has 30. Shoots a fader. And that one is off. For Chicago, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
For Chicago, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Wallace inside. Here is Cardinal. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That one good for 2.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And Chicago shooting it beautiful here in the third. 56% from the
Chicago,
field.
timeout
Chicago
call.
calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Rodgers checked in for Chicago. Sullivan covered by Mills. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Young, and Young with the stuff.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's New Orleans. They're on an 18-7 run. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
5th personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New Orleans. That free throw good from Young.
2 shots.
And so Young nails them both. And Chicago shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. And Mills kicks to Young. That's tipped. Over House. And the shot is long.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
And the pass to Rogers. Pass to Sullivan. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 20-7 run. Here's Thorpe. Wallace outside. For the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Law. Sullivan. Wallace covered. The leaner inside. There's 1:54 left in the third. From 7. The slam dunk by Thorpe.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Passes it to Law. Sullivan, covered by Mills. They grab their own miss. Kelly, whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
New Orleans foul.
For Chicago, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Foul.
The first one falls.
Shooting for Chicago. Sullivan! Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And finished off by Rivers.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And that one's good. Kelly's got 5 points now this quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so here is Chicago. Sullivan, the pass to Kelly. Pass to Rogers. He kicks it to Law. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Sullivan. Here's Rogers. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
New Orleans foul.
For Chicago, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. And he knocks down the first one.
7 at the line for 2.
Both good from the line that time. Mills, that's a two-pointer. No good on the last second attempt there. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. New Orleans on top, opening up a huge gap. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Oakley is out there with the great one. Then there's Armstrong. Then it's McDaniel. And it's Montgomery in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Carlos.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to McDaniel. We've seen some kids go directly from high school, RJ, to the G League. How do you think that's working out so far?
Green and Kuminga sure looked good. And look, I think for a small select group of individuals, they should go and start working on their profession. No different than a musician, a tennis player. You should go and start focusing on your profession. But for other players, they need college development. I needed college for 3 years, and then that is what helped me become a better pro.
Montgomery. And a miss there on the triple. And so Graham will bring it up for New Orleans. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul, first team foul.
No good on the free throw. Chicago making a switch here. House is checked in.
At the line for 2.
And he ends up missing both free throws. And Chicago shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Oakley misses.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Kicks to Rivers, uncovered. And again, New Orleans has no luck. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Count it, good.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking. Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Montgomery, the pass to Oakley. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Passes it to Hendricks, right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Oakley, beyond the arc. They get it back. Second chance effort. And it's the great one missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Young outside. Nailed from three-point land.
3.
Young's got 39.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Pass to McDaniel. Out to the right wing. Outside. House gets the three-pointer to fall.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Rivers. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists tonight.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Outside, Oakley launches it. That shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. The pass to Young. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And stolen by Oakley. Pass to Montgomery. One of the biggest changes in the NBA since I started broadcasting back in the early 80s, player movement, Richard. Guys switching teams all the time. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for the NBA?
I think for players, it's great because you have more mobility. You have a chance to change your environment and revitalize you. For the fans, I understand. Probably not so much because really they connect to these players, especially when you draft them or they're a part of an epic year or a championship. You just hate to see those players go. So there's two sides to it.
And I bet as a player, knowing you as I do, you probably enjoy the challenge of trying to reassert yourself. Find out where you could best help your new team.
Yes, and you enjoy your new role. I've been in roles where I was expected to be a leading scorer. I've also been in a role where I was expected to mentor Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes. All those guys were drafted at my time in Golden State.
Chicago making a switch here. Kelly's checked in. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. The three from Mills. It's hauled in by Oakley.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Substitution on the court.
For Chicago, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the games. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Down low. The great one with the buckets.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
It's Young on the wing and stolen by Oakley. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
To Chicago.
Pass to Montgomery. Back to Oakley. The three. Hits it from three-point range. Oakley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Young outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Knocked away. Doyle passes to Young. From deep. And it's the great one with the rebound. The great one's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside, here's Montgomery, and he converts the layup.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Young inside.
Chicago.
As you go back and look at the last few seasons, RJ, it seems like team success has largely been predicated on health. You feel like that has always been the case?
I don't remember there being as many injuries early in my career, even with guys that were playing all 82 games. But you're right. Recently, we've seen a lot of key injuries. And look, this is my theory. Before, players used to get away from the game a little bit, take a couple of months off. Now players are staying in shape 24/7, like they never take a break. And I think that's why we might be seeing players break down a little bit more.
Yes or no answer. Too many games at 82 in the regular season should be less than 2.
Don't you ever ask me that question. Give me 82. I'd rather you bump it to 83 just to remove all doubt.
Checking in for New Orleans.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Oakland. And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. Both free throws good from Oakley. New Orleans dictating the flow.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New Orleans.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. Here's Carlos. Simmons trying to get open. Makes it off the glass.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Pass to McDaniel. There's the lob to the hoop. It's deflected. That one, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Chicago foul. Hendricks. Second personal foul, 4th team foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Mills. Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. No good on the second free throw. Here's Chicago. They're on a 15-6 run. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Montgomery! 1 shot.
And so Graham will bring it up for New Orleans. Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the middle. And Simmons slams it in.
Assist
And
to
credit the whole
Carlos.
team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
The ball
And
goes
just
to
a
New
little
Orleans.
too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
From deep 3-point range, the shot no good. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.